Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your host, Demetrius, here with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast. Man, I hope everybody's doing good, man. Hey, it's a it's a rainy Friday for me here in Pittsburgh. Of course, you guys know I was traveling all yesterday, so I didn't do a live yesterday, but we back today with a little bit of news. Nothing too crazy. Well, if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, it's gonna blow your mind, but this isn't too common. I mean, this is very common in certain markets. It's very common. Omar Tillman, what's up, man? PPP, salute my guy. But I hope you're trolling us with this one. No, sir. No trolling. I do not troll. Hey, I come with hard facts, man. Yeah, man. Keep pounding. Poppy Dangerfield, what's up, man? What's going on, y'all? Hey, real quick, man. If y'all haven't done so yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We are less than, let's see here, we're less than 50 subs away from 1,000. Where I think we're at 967 subs right now. So every sub helps. Get me closer to the goal. I would love to be at 1,000 before this Dallas game. If not, before next week's game against I think that's Tennessee. I would love to be at 1,000 before Tennessee. So share the lives. Share it to your friends, family members. Help me get there. If you guys enjoy the enjoy the show here, man. So real quick, so today Frank's press conference, we found out that Marquise Haynes, J.C. Horn, of course Hayden Hurst, and I believe there's one more person will not be playing in this game here against Dallas, which is, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I honestly don't want to play J.C. Horn anyway. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, man. I think we keep JC out for the rest of the season, in my opinion, man. Big Smurf, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm finally on time. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I wanted to go live yesterday, man, but I drove from Charlotte. I brought Johnson and Wells up here to Pittsburgh. It's raining. It's cold. I mean, that was a good drive yesterday, man, but I'm tired. I was tired last night. I didn't even watch Thursday night football, man. I went right to sleep as soon as I got to the hotel room. By the way, that double tree is nice. I'm staying at. Real nice. Anyway, so I forgot what I was saying beforehand. Oh yeah, J.C. Horn, Marquise Haynes, Hayden Hurst, and there's one other person I believe is out for this game here against the Cowboys. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. C.J. Henderson. So Marquise Haynes, C.J. Henderson, J.C. Horn, and Hayden Hurst are ruled out for this game today. That's what's been reported. To be honest with you, I really don't want J.C. Horn to really play the rest of these games this season. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, for what? Like we're not gonna have a playoff push. Let him stay out. Another free year of cash flow. I mean, you know what I mean? Let him get his money and just come back stronger next year, man. Because we're gonna need you next year. We do not need J.C. Horn for the rest of this year to play any games. We're not winning the NFC South, in my opinion, unless something drastically starts to happen with the NFC South, where all the Bucks, the Saints, the Falcons start losing, and we start winning. If we win any games, then okay, yeah, I get it. But let JC stay out, man. The defense been playing pretty good without him, man. Poppy, what you said, man? After this game, it will be a playoff push, man. I don't know, Poppy. I don't know about that, man. But Frank Reich gave us some insight today on kind of what's going on with the Panthers, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was talking on Unks Live earlier, and if the Carolina Panthers don't open up the playbook as far as adding more motions and things like that to this game here, Dallas is gonna run all over us. I'll be honest with you, but I'm gonna play this clip real quick so you guys can see what Frank said about this silent count.
Dallas fans travel everywhere. It's supposed to be a bunch of them here Sunday. How do you address this? Is it a weird thing? I mean, do you even think about silent count at home? Or
Yes. I think everybody knows how well Dallas travels. We have a great city that other fans like to come to. So, we're prepared. We practice silent count this week, if we have to use it. So we're prepared either way.
Yeah, that other fans just like to come to Charlotte, North Carolina. Man, it ain't got nothing to do with Charlotte, man. It has everything to do with this team just isn't pretty good right now. It wasn't good last year when the 49ers came and the whole stadium was lit up in red jerseys, which ultimately led to Matt Rule being fired. But I will say this: this is common. What we're seeing right now, you know, fans from a different team coming to an away game and flooding that away game is pretty common. So, as bad as it may sound, with us having to put together a silent count for this game against Dallas, because I mean, Dallas Cowboy fans, I mean, heck, they don't really got to travel. It's tons of Dallas Cowboys fans right here in Charlotte, man. I know of one chapter that's out of Chester, South Carolina, that I took to a Tennessee Titans game, maybe back in like 2014 or 2015, one of the two. And I mean, they had a full bus. So, yeah, they travel, but they're also right there in Charlotte. So they don't really have to do much traveling. All they got to do is leave their house, get on I-77, 45 or 85, and boom, they're there. It's like 1,000. Just right there, you know? I mean, it's not going to be that hard. But this is a lot more common than what a lot of people may assume, man. When you have big market teams like the Chiefs, you know, now up and coming, you know, your what's the team? Your LA Rams, you know, these big name teams that have a lot going for them that can market pretty well, they travel. Their fans travel to these away games. And they're just as loud as the home team. You know, I mean, has anybody ever seen when Seattle comes to Charlotte? I mean, you would think that they just picked up the 12 men and just dropped it right here in the stadium. In any other stadium. I've seen the 12 men travel to freaking games like the Giants games and, you know, all Chicago Bears and even when they played the freaking Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you would have thought that you was in Seattle at Lumen Field. So it's not like that. Listen, bigger market teams are going to travel. Their fans are going to travel because they've invested time. They have success. They're winning. When Carolina, listen, when the Carolina Panthers were winning in 2015, I went to the Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. All right? We had that stadium rocking. Tony Romo had to put his hands over his ears, bro, before he got ultimately injured by Thomas Davis. All right? We had them boys in an uproar. So it happens. It's not like this, you know, anything uncommon. And like I said, I'm never going to overhype something. Now, what it does show is that this year, the Carolina Panthers just don't have that type of, you know, umph with them. And they haven't had that since Tepper took over the team. Right? We just haven't had it. We have not gotten back to the level in which celebrities, you know, are on the sidelines at a Carolina Panthers game. We haven't seen that. Last time we saw that was with Cam Newton. That's the last time we saw that. So, you know, as crazy as this sounds, that you have to have an actual silent count at a home game is pretty common for a lot of teams that are smaller market teams where this bigger, you know, bigger team. I'm pretty sure when the Cowboys went to the Giants last week, if I can go back and look at it, I'm pretty sure. I'll take that back. Giants fans and Jets fans, they're a whole different type of breed of fans. Their team could be 2-10, and you're gonna see the sea of green or sea of blue, Giants blue, big blue out there. You know, and they'd be out there just cussing and mad at their team, knowing their team not gonna win. But Jets fans and Giants fans are pretty loyal. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. What you say, Big Smurf? Somebody tell Frank and Tepper to stop selling dreams. I'm too broke to buy this one. We're not beating no Cowboys. Hey, man, I'm going to be honest with you. The only way I see us beating the Cowboys, man, is we got to adopt this. We got to adopt what Frank Reich said he didn't want to do it. Frank Reich could have said this for, quote unquote, not showing your hand. But I believe that they may start going to this hard run, this quote unquote smash mouth football run, like the one that Frank said he don't want to become. Now he could have just been lying, pulling our coattails, to kind of throw the Cowboys off. But I mean, we're lining up right now, and Poppy brought up a pretty good point on Monday's live. This same setup right here, where we got Zavala at left guard, and then you put Icky on left tackle. That's the same setup that they had when they was in college, and they ran the ball pretty effectively. So are we going to see the ball being ran effectively? I don't know. Will we see more runs? Possibly. I believe that. I believe we're going to run the ball more this week. Take the ball out of Bryce's hands. My only thing is this. The type of runs we do have to be effective runs. It has to be mixed in with passes. It just has to be. And that could be another reason why also we're practicing a silent count as well. That could be another reason why as well. It could be not only the fact that we're playing Dallas, but it could be also scheme-wise too. It could be using this as a form of kind of like manipulating the line of scrimmage. But you can only do that. You can only do that so many times. And what I mean by that is, you're giving a silent count to try to jump them off, but then you're running the ball more and more. And then you try to throw in a couple pass plays here or there. I've seen it done. I believe, with the Arizona Cardinals and the Browns, I think, one game, man. They with Cliff Kingsbury. They're not – Cliff Kingsbury never ran an actual audible snap, you know what I mean, or cadence. There's always the clap, all right? And sometimes that clap, you don't know if it's going to be one clap, two clap, three clap. You just don't know. And I'm sorry, guys, if y'all hear it's raining pretty good here. It's a cold front coming through here right now in Pittsburgh. Hey, Raw Walk, what's up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Good to see you, man. Poppy, Frank is going to lead us to the playoffs with Bryce and company. Man, I want to see it, Poppy. The silent count is for the no huddles. They're going to run this game. We'll see. Watch with the silent count. Bryce will have a different offense. Will have the offense moving faster. I mean, and that's what I'm thinking. In that Arizona Cardinals and Browns game, you saw how effective the snap count was or the silent count was. Because, like I said, you don't know if it's one, a double clap, 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 clap. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? All you can do is wait until that ball gets thrown by the center to the quarterback, right? So, I mean, it could work in our favor. That's why I'm not going too extreme crazy about, it's a silent count. If we had a home game, I put that as a thumbnail just to kind of grab attention, but it's not like this is not common. Like this happens a lot of times, guys. Is it? If you look at it from the standpoint of, man, you at home, you ain't got the crowd on your side. Hey, it's like a wild card game in some cases, man. I put a short up a couple of days ago, man, of that wild card game, Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints, and just to hear how loud it was in the Superdome when we was playing, man, it was crazy. And then when we got the ball, it was just as loud. Just as loud. So everybody adopts a home, will do a home silent count or will practice a home silent count. It's not unheard of. It sucks. Because you want to be like, ready, wait, what are you want to be like that, You want to do that the whole entire game, but hey, it is what it is, man. So, hey, I don't know, man. I just hope that let me see what you say, Poppy. Think about it. The offense has been so vanilla, so generic, fast-paced with a silent count. That's what I'm saying. Poppy, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. You know what I mean? I'm with you. I'm just saying, if we're gonna do it, let's make it effective, man. Let's get these plays to Bryce quick. All of the delay of game stuff, for the most part, only because Frank Reich called the majority of the game so far, came up under Frank Reich. Waiting too long to get the play to him. That's why you went to the wristband. So if we're gonna do this silent count and we're gonna move things faster, man, you got to get that play to Bryce quick, man. They got to. I don't understand for the life of me, man, why it takes so long for Bryce to get the play. I don't get it. But something has to change going into these next couple games. Of course, y'all know Frank Reich took over play calling, man, and I don't like the decision at all. I saw Thomas Brown's interview, a press conference yesterday. I could tell Thomas was a little salty. He dropped a couple jabs here and there. Made a reference about basketball, saying that in basketball, you don't have to have, all elite players. You can have, a decent point guard and everything else around you. But in football, you gotta have. I mean, it's a team sport. Everybody got to be 100% like down. Like you got to be a dog. You got to be good. So I took that as a little little jab at what we have what we put together as a roster here in Charlotte. I mean, it's not like it's far fetched. It's not like it's a lie. I mean, he talking facts. The Carolina Panthers, up under the helm of David Tepper as the owner, put together a roster that was cheap, that was economically sound for a billionaire. It's David Tepper who said, "I don't want to have to pay out, or I don't have to pay out big bucks because we can get, cheap wide receivers." Because Bryce is such a point guard. Yeah, you went cheap all the way across the board, though, man. The O line. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. The O line with Matt Rule was a whole lot better than this O line. I beg anybody to challenge me on that. That was the dumbest thing he ever said. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just an idiot. Bryce is not checking out of anything this game. You don't think so, man? You don't think so, man? Hey, Papa, it's hard, man. It's hard, man. I'm gonna tell you why it's hard. Because history tells us that Bryce is going to check out. I don't feel. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sheena going in on somebody on Twitter for some reason. Sheena going in on somebody. Wish he could be voted or resign. Hey, listen, man. If that was the case, boy, we would have been had David Tepper out of here after year 3. When he didn't bring back Cam Newton, and they went with Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, which I ain't gonna lie, I like PJ Walker out of the 3. Heck, I ain't gonna lie, I like Kyle Allen. Shoot. Kyle Allen was doing his thing, man. Teddy Bridgewater was doing his thing for whatever he could do. I mean, and we went through like 35 quarterbacks, man, in 6 years. And I know I'm exaggerating, but still, we didn't show any type of continuity, man, when it came down to, that position, man. It was always, heck, we paid Teddy Bridgewater for 3 years, whatever his contract was. I think it was like north of like 24, 36 million, man. Only used him for a year. I know you got the money. You got the money. Why you want to waste it like that, man? You gotta give it some time. Yeah, man. PJ, hey, I like PJ Walker, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like PJ. PJ is a dog in the XFL, man. Yeah, but you got to think every time PJ came in, PJ was coming in to help bring relief to Cam. Then when they was getting ready to shop him out of here or push him out of here with, Baker Mayfield coming in. You know, P.J. Walker went down the 4th on the depth chart as quarterback. But he, in my opinion, at that time, was better than Sam Darnold, was better than Matt Corral. Now, was he better than Baker Mayfield? I don't think so. You know, we've seen Baker do some amazing things, you know, that kind of left you kind of like, man, did he really just do that? But, I mean, he wasn't that far off from Baker. I'll put it like that. Yeah. It felt like that, and we never really gave any of them a real chance. Exactly, man. Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. You know, like we brought in all these quarterbacks within a 6-year time frame and only gave them a certain amount of time to show me that you can do this. With the acquisition of a new head coach, you fired Ron Rivera mid-season in your second year, you know, and then which game was that Ron got fired on? Do y'all remember? I think it was another red team that beat us. I can't remember exactly who it was. Y'all remember that the last team Ron Rivera played against that ultimately got him fired? I'll try to look that up. But yeah, man. Who has the better arm strength? Oh. Poppy, I gotta go with Bridgewater only because I haven't really seen Bryce throw like that, like in the NFL. We seen Teddy Bridgewater when he was with the New Orleans Saints, and that little skid that they had. Who was that quarterback? Was it Drew Brees? He came in and filled in for Drew Brees. Hey, the boy looked unstoppable. He looked unstoppable. But if I had to pick someone right now, from what I've seen from Bryce and what I've been seeing from Teddy Bridgewater when he was with the Vikings, Panthers, and whichever team else he was with, I'm going to have to go with Teddy. I'm going to have to go with Teddy all day. I like P.J. Walker. That deep pass, bro. Hey, and check this out. That deep pass, that wasn't yak yards. None of that was yak. That's 62 from where he was at down to the end zone. And hey, that was 62. And DJ Moore had to run up under it. Yeah. It was a Washington game? Oh, it was Washington. I knew it was a red team. I remember seeing red. So damn, we lost. Hey, think about that. Matt Rule and Ron Rivera got booted out of here by two teams that had the color red. Hey man. That's crazy. I thought. Oh, you saying it was Bucks? All right, one of y'all saying Washington, one of y'all saying Bucks. Which one was it? Washington got Rivera fired. It's Washington. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Washington got Rivera fired and hired him the following season. That's right. Yeah. And they about to fire him right now, which is crazy to me. They need to hold off and give this thing another year. You know, give another year with Ron and Eric Bieniemy. You know, hey, listen, I like Ron. Ron to me was a good head coach. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Ron was a good head coach in my opinion. It was the team he went to. Yeah. Just imagine PJ Walker arm strength in this offense. Hey, listen, that's why I was dumbfounded when they shipped them off to the Bears. That's why I was like, what? Why would you do that? Like David Tepper single-handedly dismantled the entire organization based on his philosophy of what he thinks is an offensive-minded, team. Never mind the competitiveness of that Atlanta game in Atlanta. Never mind how P.J. Walker destroyed the Bucs against Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Never mind that. Hey, let's even go to Sam Darnold. Never mind Sam Darnold going into a freaking Seattle Lumen Field, 12 men, and shutting them boys up. Never mind that. You want to do this thing your way, which is cool. You're a billionaire. You're the man. But now your team got to do a silent count at a home game. Freaking idiot, man. He was a great coach for a little bit. Yeah, for a little bit. We had a stretch. Hey, but check this out. He had a good quarterback. He had old Cam. Quarterback make everything. Ask Bill Belichick. Do a quarterback make or break a head coach? He'll tell you. He ain't gonna be there next year. If Tepper going to fire the head coach, he doesn't need to let Bill go to Washington. He needs to come here ASAP. Man, you think Bill Belichick gonna come down here, man? You know Bill gonna want that bag. We gotta still pay. Check this out. We still gotta pay. If we haven't, we still gotta pay Matt Rule. We still paying quarterbacks. We'll have to pay Frank Reich still. You say you want to get cheap work, but you paying everybody. It's an idiot, man. David Tepper's an idiot, man. He the coach that would check. Hey, I mean, he would, and he has he has the right to do it, man. I bet you he won't be going around saying, Mr. Tepper, Mr. Tepper, Mr. Tepper, Mr. Tepper. I bet he won't do that. Robert Kraft don't even be, man, that dude be on a boat somewhere, man. Robert Kraft be on a boat somewhere. Hey, Rock Jones. Hey, I like that. We have the next hot NFL coach on our staff now in Evero. Hey, I like Evero. I'm not gonna lie. I think that Evero just got to a place in my mind where things are good. Because them first 6 games, having a team score 42 points on us both times. Rawab. We're not getting Robbie Anderson. His mama called him Robbie Anderson. I'm calling him Robbie. I'm not calling him Chosen. But Rock Jones, like his first 6 games, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling Evero, man. Even though he's done wonders with the circumstances that has been put before him, I still, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think it's I think he's doing what any defensive coordinator is supposed to do with this type of situation. I don't think he's extraordinarily better or anything like that. I just think it's what any other defensive coordinator should do. You got someone down, you coach someone up, and you keep it going. Man, that's just my opinion. Tepper tore down a house made of steel, trying to rebuild it with macaroni Elmo's glue. Hey, yo, man, that's what I was saying. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, Evero, I like Evero. Trust me, it's the bright spot of this team, man. But Evero ain't doing nothing that's any different than what any other defensive coordinator should be doing right now in this current situation. Scoring 42 points or being scored on 42 by the Lions and by the Dolphins back-to-back weeks, I'm sorry, man. I can't give it to him because, for that. Now, the past couple games, Bryce has put the offense in a bad position, with those 2 picks. But also, like I said, man, I can't give Bryce 100% of the blame because we ain't got no good scheme set up for how bad this offensive line is. If y'all go back to that Miami game was the best picture of how good this offense could be. But we don't do that. We don't run that type of whatever, man. Evero will be a great replacement, but Deuce, what Deuce at though? We ain't heard from Deuce since training camp and since preseason. Deuce done got quiet. He done got more quiet than Scott Fitterer, man. I thought he was the heartbeat of this team. Yo, where Deuce at? Hey, throw a Deuce smoke screen out, man. Let's see if we can find this dude. Yeah. I don't see him on the sideline like that getting the boys pumped up, man. You said You said if I tell them to run through a wall, they're going to do it. I'm going to run through the wall first. Yo, what's going on? I like Deuce, but Deuce been quiet, man. With all the injuries plus that side of the ball is live, we hired all his own coaches. Hey, man, I mean, that's cool. Anything right now to me will be a step up from what we got right now. Just think about this. We quote unquote had a quote unquote all-star coaching staff. Frank Reich, Thomas Brown, Evero, Campion. You got Tabor. You got Sean Jefferson. You brought in D'Angelo Hall. And the list goes on and on. You got pro players who used to play that have came back. Kuechly is helping them. Steve Smith has been helping them. TD has been out there. I mean, what else do these dudes need? Like, you quote-unquote got almost 50, 60 years of NFL experience, and we cannot put more than 2 touchdowns on the field. And heck, one of them games, we really only put up 3 points, 6 points on offense, and that was by the kicker. The other one came from a kick return. That was the Bears game. 6 points, no touchdown scored, only field goals. Come on, like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, man, like, it ain't, to me, everything that we was given, man, was just a lot of hoopla, man, a lot of sugar-coated stuff, man. I think Evero would be a good step in the right direction, and if that does happen, then everything that Tepper said about us moving towards an offensive-minded system needs to be thrown in the trash. Throw all that stuff in the trash. We should have stick with the defense. Listen, man. Was John Fox a defensive coach, yes or no, or offensive coach? Which one was he? Was he offense or defense? Deuce quiet because of Sanders. Was John Fox an offensive coach or a defensive coach? Minded coach. Ron Rivera was a defensive coach. All this stuff we keep talking, exactly. He's a defensive coach. But history has shown us with the Carolina Panthers that the defensive-minded coach have led us to victory more times than the offensive-minded coach. I mean, come on. I mean, what else? So Evero might come in if he is, hired on as the head coach next year. If something happens, we might have more success. Because we see a pattern of work right here. That's what I'm saying. History tells us a lot. History told us this offseason that we should have went ahead and went crazy and got cornerbacks. J.C. Horn got injured the first game of the season. He's not even playing in this game right here. Well, he's going to come back next week. Why? History's shown us that we need to get cornerbacks because our cornerbacks that we have, the best 2 are never on the field. Why didn't we go crazy on the cornerback room? We didn't do it. Now we got some dude named Alex Cook and all these other cats that we don't even know who these dudes are. They ain't making no impact on nothing. So, I mean, and just like you guys said, defense, in our history as a Carolina Panthers team, defense has been what has gotten us to the bowl games. A defensive-minded coach. So, hey, Evero might do his thing. He might do his thing, man. Hey, link in the chat. But real quick, guys, if y'all got time, man, tonight, y'all need to come back for this podcast Unc's doing tonight, man, with these Cowboys fans. Yeah, I'm going to be front and center with my popcorn, yo. I'm going to be front and center with my popcorn ready, man. It's going to be good, man. Poppy, what you say, man? Can we be honest here? Tepper and Scott picked everybody from an analytics stat sheet. Frank didn't pick his staff, man. Yeah, he didn't know who. Man, listen, man. That's why this move right here that they did, giving Thomas Brown the whatchamacallit, taking it back from him, is wild to me, man. And even Frank said it himself. Frank said it himself that, well, I don't know the guy. That's why I didn't give him the offensive coordinator position off Jump Street. Well, that makes sense. Poppy, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, chilling, man. Hey, real quick, Raw Walk. I don't know what time Unk's going live. I don't know, Unk, if you're still in the chat, you can try to let him know. I know it's sometime around like 5 or 6 maybe. But, yeah, man, Unk's going to go live with some Cowboys fans, man. And it's going to be good, yo. It's going to be good. We're going to talk that talk.
Yeah, I've been trying to call in the Unk show, but, you know, my son be hollering too loud. And I'm like, damn, I can't even call in.
Nah, it's all good. Little man be trying to talk too. Yeah, little man be trying to talk too, man. But Poppy, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like the whole defensive minded stuff, man. It's just wild to me, yo. Offensive minded coach, it hasn't worked out for us here in Carolina.
Think about this. You can name, if you think about all the great players we have, they're on defense and they're running back. And we can list, maybe 2, 3 wide receivers that was really good. 2 tight ends was really good. That looks like a run-first, defensive-oriented team.
Mm-hmm.
That's our foundation. When we drafted Julius Peppers, that transformed everything into what it needed to be today. We're a defensive team. That's how we need to be. We need a coach just like that, and we just need to run the ball. Saints are airing it out. Atlanta's running the ball. The Bucks, they're doing whatever.
But you know what? The Bucks, to me, and I was talking to my uncle today. He's a Tampa Bay fan. He lives in Tampa. The Bucks, to me, are the most put together team out of the whole NFC South, in my opinion. And I say that because they're the one team that has a solid QB in a Baker Mayfield. And, with Atlanta flip-flopping back from Desmond Ritter to, Heineke back to Desmond Ritter, the woes over there in New Orleans with Jameis Winston and Derek Carr, and you got a hybrid Taysom Hill. I think the team that's going to probably come out the South, man, unless the Panthers get going, it's probably going to be the Bucks again, man, surprisingly.
Yeah, but I'll just be honest. All this is Tepper's fault.
It's all Tepper's fault?
All this started when he took over.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man.
You went from, all right, so you got Cam Newton. He got a shoulder injury. Cam Newton was still Cam Newton except for what? He couldn't really throw the ball down the field accurately. But I'll tell you right now, I bet you Tepper wish he had Cam right now.
I don't know if I can agree with you.
Hey, listen,
on that, man.
look at that sack total, man. Cam would have ran. He'd have done something. Bryce already know he can't make it to the edge. So he's going to have to throw within the limits of the defense.
Yeah, I mean.
We went from a playmaker to a game manager.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Poppy. But I don't know, man. I think Bryce can do it, man. I just think Bryce needs, like I said, man, he just needs a better scheme for himself, man. And it's, like I said, it's wild with us having 50-plus years of experience on both sides of the ball that we can't figure that out. Yeah, we can't figure that out.
Okay.
Rock Jones said maybe the 2015 Cam. What you mean? Was accurate, Rock Jones? I ain't gonna lie. Cam Newton to me, man, I don't know, man. I hear the noise because I even heard the noise from about Lamar Jackson. People saying Lamar Jackson wasn't an accurate passer, man. And they only said that because he used his legs. But Lamar Jackson is as accurate as Cam Newton was accurate, man. It was some ball placements that we saw. Of course, every quarterback's going to throw some ducks, i.e. Josh Allen. They're going to throw some ducks. But Cam Newton was accurate, kid.
Yeah, what I'm saying is when he got his shoulder hurt, right? Everybody knew Cam's play changed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the time, like we all know what he is. But I shouldn't have brought up Cam, but we knew what happened with his shoulder. All right.
But hold on, Bobby. I just thought about something. Remember, from his 2015 year to his 2016 year, going into 2017. Remember, I think it was it Mike Shula and Ken Dorsey and all them boys? They tried to get Cam's throwing motion different than what it was before.
Because he had to get that shoulder surgery.
Well, that was
they were trying to change his motion so he wouldn't.
That was
have
before
to
the shoulder surgery, though.
Yeah, they tried to change his motion so he won't need the surgery, but it still didn't work.
And then they try to push him into this pocket passer situation, which and I'm glad Cam said it on the podcast. He said, "Dog, I ain't never been hurt when I ran out the pocket. I got hurt in the pocket." I think them boys set him up, man. But I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish, baby.
No, I'm just saying. It all started with Tepper. He went from a playmaker. He went from a coach. He could have let Ron Rivera ride it out if he knew, hey, this is what I wanted to do or whatever. He just didn't learn how to be an owner until he talked to them last year.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. He's still stubborn now. Think about how bad it was back then.
Oh,
right?
Man. He came in like the little rich kid, man, that got everything from when he was a baby. Walked up in here, man.
Pittsburgh told him it was his if he wanted it. You already know that. That's a fraternity, them owners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he sold the shares, and then he bought the team. Look, Tepper, bottom line is this. People say we shouldn't go to the game, we shouldn't buy the merch and all that other stuff. Man, look, none of that stuff means anything. As long as Tepper can act like he's mad that them seats are filled by opposing teams, he don't care.
Yeah.
It's all about money. Our football team didn't even get to use the stadium facilities until after soccer season. That tells you everything you need to know.
Hey, that's a fact, Poppy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. That's wild, yo. And the soccer team knew.
Look, the whole point of Frank out there saying all this stuff on the camera, looking all sad. Man, he ain't saying that stuff because he want to say it. He's saying that stuff because them tickets showed they were $10, and he know these Cowboys fans are everywhere, and they're going to take them $10 seats. They're going to fill that place up.
The tickets are $10 now for the game?
Somebody posted where they said tickets as cheap as $10. I don't know who it was. I'll be strolling fast, man.
Man, let me go and look real quick, man, because, shoot, I may buy a couple tickets, man. Nah, yo, the road.
On Twitter, people will just be posting stuff all the time about Carolina Panthers stuff. So, somebody said $10 ticket.
Hey, road section 550, row 12, starting at $135. That's the cheapest ticket right there, man. That's crazy, yo.
Hey, guess what? He knows that these opposing teams, they're gonna fill that stadium. He don't care.
Yeah, hey, that's true. That's true. Shoot, November 26th. That's Thanksgiving week, ain't it? Yeah, that's Thanksgiving. Man, them tickets over there at the Tennessee Titan, man, them $65. When the next home game we got? Tampa Bay, December 3rd. How much them tickets cost?
Their fans travel too.
$45.
Tepper knew what he got into, man. He knew this was going to be an endless money pit, endless money factory for him to continuously make money.
Yeah. Hey, Poppy, I might go to that. Buccaneers game.
I put it like this: I might go to a Arizona Cardinal game. Man, I gotta watch. Like I said, there's too much football out here, and I'm out here in Arizona, so I might go to a car. I might go to that. I think it's the Cardinals versus the Texans. Hold up.
Yo, I see what they're saying now. That Panthers versus Tampa Bay game, the last game of the season. Let me see how much you can see right behind the Panthers. Bro, it's $164 to sit behind the Panthers, right behind them.
Hey, you better buy that right now, man. Who cares? Hey, look, right? We already knew what the season was. You better take the discount merch because all of it's going to look good whenever we start winning. It don't matter when you buy it.
Hey, row section 132, row 1, 387. Hey, I'm right behind the equipment. I'm looking Bryce dead in his face. Hey, you know I'm going to be talking my talk now. Hey, I'm talking about, hey, they're going to be like, man, get this dude up out of here, man.
I put it like this: if you went to a game and I went to a game, you be talking like that, and I'd be like, Bryce, you can do it, man. Come on, man. And I look right at you, be like, man, I hope he does something.
Man, shoot, yo. But hey, I'll be sitting there cussing out Frank, man. And security been to walk me up out of there, man. Security been to walk me. Hey, man, what you doing, man? I wish y'all could see this. Hey, this ticket right here is right here. I mean, all I see is equipment right here in front of me, man.
Hey,
But I found out the best seats at the Panther Stadium, bro, are really like them ones in the corners, like that section 253, or that section like 125, that 126 to like 132, and then that 2 section, and them corner seats be the best ones, man.
man, look, it ain't a bad seat in that stadium when you win it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the only time people care where they sitting at is when you watch the product we watching right now.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but look though, you could probably flip them tickets.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, because when we hit this win streak, you gonna be selling
Bobby,
them
we ain't
$150
going on
tickets.
no win streak, man.
Hey, look. All right, so like I'll tell you this: we lose this game versus Dallas,
Right?
I'll come on your show like I normally do, and
Uh-huh.
I will tell my truth about the Panthers. I'll even call in the Unk show too, and I'll speak my truth because I've been very, very positive about everything. But if we lose this one, I'll tell you what I'm really thinking.
Well, get ready to spill the beans, baby.
Hey, I got on my phone. You know, so I got a checklist. I'm like, yep, this right here. I make sure I don't want to forget this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, get ready to spill the beans, man, because hey, I'm telling you right now, the Carolina Panthers not winning this week, man. We are hey, and just to hear our head coach say yeah. And like I said in my opening, joint, it's not unheard of to have a home team where the visiting team comes in and you gotta do a snap count because they travel real well. It's not unheard of. It's amplified because we're 1-8 right now. So it's big because it's like, oh man, like they ain't got no home field advantage. Like they ain't got no home field advantage. So,
yeah.
I get it, but it's not unheard of. But it just sucks because it seems like everything, it's like we being little boyed in the NFL right now. The Carolina Panthers are being little boyed by other teams, man, and it sucks, yo.
If
Yeah.
we come out, I'll tell you what I think of how we could. We got to pick our poison. Either we got to run at Parsons or we got to run away from him. Either way, he can make a play. We got to
Hey,
decide
listen,
whatever we're going to do and do it.
you better run away from Parsons and you better not throw towards Gilmore.
Look, all I know is whoever the running back is going to be, that's going to be starting, I don't want to see no choppy feet hit the hole. The defense for the Cowboys, they ain't playing around. They see a hole, they going there.
Yeah, and thank God we ain't got to deal with Diggs. We had to deal with Diggs, man. Hey, we lost already.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
What
Out of
up?
all the games we played, how many times did the Carolina Panthers come out and run the ball first?
How many games? Shoot, to be honest with you, I want to say I know it was Atlanta. It was the Saints. It wasn't it wasn't Indianapolis because we got sacked the first drive.
Yep.
Minnesota we did. No, the Minnesota we did.
That's a problem.
Yeah. We started off run first.
Look, until Bryce started playing bad because we started pass heavy in that Atlanta game. Everything was going smooth. We had some running going. We had some movement going. Then they started doing the passing, and then you watch from that point on, they started going.
Nah, Poppy, don't. Hey, you ain't got no quiet, man. Let little one talk, man. Let him talk, man.
It's gonna get loud, man. It's gonna get loud. Hey, look, I just put it like this. What we're seeing is what Tepper said 4 years ago. There's a video. You look up 4 years ago in 2019, 2020. Tepper laid out the blueprint of what he wanted.
Right.
And we're seeing it right now.
Uh-huh. We'll see it before our eyes.
What he said about Bryce. Look at the product on the field. Why you got everybody running curls?
Yeah.
He got sold that he's a processor too, right? In college, you think in college he's looking to read off the wide receiver plays and everybody else's stuff? No, they all looking to the sideline. He make his little adjustments and go. That's
Yeah.
what they need to do with him for him to be able to succeed versus the Cowboys. You need to tell him, don't check out of nothing, run it for what it is. If I tell you to send it deep, send it deep. Because the
God
Cowboys are
dang.
too good. They're too good for you to be playing around.
So you saying if they line up zero blitz, don't check out of it?
They line up zero blitz, and we need to run the ball. You run that shit because
God
hey,
dang.
look, if it was Foreman back there, we would do it.
Yeah.
So, hey, you know what we need to do this game. It don't matter. Prescott, he's good. He gonna do what he does. Either he's gonna have a good game or a bad game. He's been playing really good lately. The
Yeah.
real question is Jackson gonna hold up guarding Lamb? What if he chasing Lamb around?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I came in front of my dude on D-Jax.
Oh no, he's good. What I'm saying is, I would not let him play on Lamb.
So what would you want him to do?
Man, I don't want him traveling this game.
You don't
Lock
want
it
him traveling.
down. Lock it down.
So you want probably like an all zone type situation.
Name somebody we got that can match up with their weapons.
God dang.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to tell. We're gonna need his speed on one to close down one side of the field, so at least we can predict where this offense is going. Because if they start doing whatever they do, it is what it is.
It is what it is. God dang, Bobby. Yo,
We got to do something different.
God dang. We ain't got no. I mean, we really don't got nobody, man. When you sit back and think about it. Yeah.
All
What
right.
did you say? He was hot last game. He was hot in that last game. D-Jack was on point.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you get him, he's known for his speed. If you can get him to lock down one side, we know what's gonna happen. We cannot let Dallas get their running game started because off their running game, they get the play action going. Off the play action, Dak starts having the ability to scramble and throw the ball. We don't want that.
Hey, man, hey, real quick, I want to make y'all laugh real quick, man. I want to make y'all laugh real quick. Hey, we went from protect the bank last year to practice a silent count.
Yo, hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, we gotta let it go, man. We gotta let it go. He ain't coming back. It don't matter what they pay him. He's not gonna come back.
God damn! Hey, Ron Walk said I'll have him on Michael Gallup. I'll put him on Gallup. Then who's on Brandon Cook?
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna put him on one side of the field. Like that's all we can do. If we start trying to be cute, it's gonna be bad.
Hey man, we gonna put Frankie Louva on him, man.
Man, listen.
Frankie Louva gotta be back like 20 yards, man, with inside leverage.
I'll put it like this. Like,
Troy Hill can probably do it. That's right. I forgot about Troy Hill.
Yeah, Troy Hill, he's locked. And then is CJ gonna be playing?
Nah, CJ out. Henderson?
Okay. Yeah, Henderson.
Yeah, he out.
Yeah, that's the only CJ I know. What CJ you talking about?
Nah, you're right. Yeah, CJ Henderson. Hey, it's so weird, man. I was so critical of CJ Henderson, man, until that Seattle Seahawks game when he locked up DK Metcalf. I said, oh, snap. I said, maybe I was wrong about this dude. Then he got injured in the game. I was like, I got to fall back off the CJ Henderson slander a little bit, man. But the only one I was right about was that doggone Matt Corral.
Hey, it wouldn't surprise me.
Hubbard, man.
Hey, you remember that lineman that we cut?
On which side of the ball?
The offensive lineman, Throckmorton.
Oh yeah, Throckmorton. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, man, if they cut him, because you saw what team he went to.
What team he went to?
I think he went to the Titans.
God dang. Hey, Throckmorton about to kill us in 2 weeks.
Now, watch Throckmorton get cut 2 weeks later from the Titans, and we pick him back up. That's our next.
No, but check this out though. Frank Reich said in his conference, I think it was on Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, we hate to let him go, man, but it may be a situation where we bring him back. And I'm thinking to myself, why are we doing this back and forth stuff, yo? Like, why are we going back and forth? Like, I don't. It's like you got a flat tire. You take it to your man's. Your man's put a patch on it. The patch ain't really worth nothing. You keep patching up that same tire. Like, come on. Just get the big boy Michelins. Get the Firestones. Get the what's the other one? Bridgestone. Get the Bridgestone. Let's ride. You want to get the donut, kid, and put a come on. Stop with the donuts. I'm tired of the donuts, man.
Hey, you wanna know what'll be a thing of beauty Sunday?
What's up?
Is when we see these Cowboy fan starter kits memes pop up after this loss they gonna receive.
You think they're gonna lose?
Yes. We gotta keep going over this. Every Sunday, I think the Panthers are gonna win.
Man, Pop, you got more faith than me, man.
Listen, after this game, though, I ain't gonna be thinking that. I'm gonna have to be with y'all. I told you.
Hey, let me tell you, man, it's a beautiful place to be, man.
No, it's not, because I'm gonna sound like a hater. I'm telling you, I'm
gonna
sound
like
a hater.
On a Sunday morning with no expectations, man. Hey, look here, it feels good, man. It feels good. But then I'm a fan, so as I start watching the game, I'm like, oh snap, that was good. Oh snap, hey, we may have an opportunity. And then the third quarter comes. I call that the grim quarter.
No,
Grim
Frank
Reaper
was
walked
right.
into the room. And fourth quarter, we dead.
Nah, Frank was right. I went back and watched the film, and that second half, I had a lot of nines.
Hey, man.
Good throws. Because that's what we're going to see on Sunday. I want to see what they practices look like.
Oh, you talking about the Panthers?
Yes.
Hey, man. I don't know. I mean, they practice right next to the school that I picked up, Johnson and Wells, right there off of Cedar Street. They practice literally right there. I thought about this one day, man. I thought about going to Johnson and Wells one day and just setting my chair up there, man, just watching them right through the doggone big window, man. They got a huge window. You can look right into the practice field, bro. Like literally look right into the field. And I thought to just sit up there, man, and just watch them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, once I head towards the East Coast and little man starts school, that's where I'm gonna be at.
Right. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be up there watching that.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, yo, come on. You got to get your hips down. You ain't got icky from the hips down don't work. Or the hips up. Well, shoot, the whole body don't work with icky. He did good last week, though. He did all right last week.
Man, all of our linemen, they have those flashes. Like, oh man, this is really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is this: if Savala, Icky, and Bozeman can hold that left side, we will win this game. If they cannot, it's over. That's
what I'm saying. The left side is our weak side, man. Like Bozeman got pushed down against that Indianapolis game, bro. He got pushed down by someone half his size.
You know what kills us? When they run stunts. When any team runs like a cross, like when they cross, we get every time. Like if you look at every highlight where Bryce gets lit up, it's because they ran a stunt.
Yep.
So that communication at the line, who is responsible? Is it Bozeman responsible for calling out protection, or is it Bryce?
He the freaking center.
Well, it depends on what the coach wants or what the coach feel comfortable with.
Man, that man was the center for freaking Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson, that was his first year. That man was calling out the protections, man.
Look, Bozeman came here because he thought we were going to be a run-first team. He's in a culture shock, too.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, Adam Thielen came from blocking, for Dalvin Cook. Came here. He knew what this was supposed to be. They changed it. He's liking it now because he's getting more touches, but we knew what this was supposed to be.
Nah, he know. Yeah, well, Poppy, hey, man. I'm about to go ahead and chill out, man, and get my stuff ready for Unc's joint. I got to do some schoolwork because I am in school myself, man. So, hey, man, we're going to cut it out right here, baby.
I got one quick question for you.
What up?
Man, what was up with that ugly sweater, man? I sent you. I
Oh,
sent
you
it
talking about
to
that
you.
Thomas Brown one with the two
Yo,
logos?
that didn't even look right.
Yo, the man was getting ready to jump off the Panthers thing, the statue in the front of the stadium, man. He was done.
All right, man. Be careful out there, man. Later.
All right, man. Yo, so hey guys, real quick, man, if y'all haven't, man, do me one favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. If y'all can. Hey, we are at 967 subs right now. Trying to go for that with that 1K. Hopefully I want to hit it by this Dallas game. But if we can hit it before the Tennessee Titans game, that'd be good too. So I need you guys to share the live, post it out wherever you can, man. Hey, let's grow this channel, man. But I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with PPP since day one, man. I appreciate you guys. Hey, with that being said, hey, man, we gone, man. This is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. You know what time it is. Let's go.